Hare Krishna everyone. Have you all been enjoying the Bhagavad Gita festival for the past few days? So which chapters am I going over today? Chapters 9 and 10. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Krishnadas Swamin Iti Namine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarne. Everyone, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Kadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we've commenced this Gita week on Monday, starting with chapters 1, 2 and 3. And over the next few days we have continued. Today we're going to absorb ourselves in the most confidential knowledge that Lord Krishna explains in chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 9 Bhagavad Gita ki. This is entitled The Most Confidential Knowledge. Please repeat at least first verse. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Idam Tu Te Guyatamam Pravakshami Ansuyave Jnanam Vijnanam Sahitam Yaj Jnantva Mokshase Shubhat. Thank you very much. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Idam Tute Guyatamam Pravaksham Yansuyave Jnanam Vijnanam Sahitam Yajjnantva Mokshase Shubhat. Please repeat. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjun, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So in this text of chapter 9, Lord Krishna wants to impart to Arjun the most confidential knowledge. And he's imparting this knowledge to Arjun because Arjun is not envious of Krishna. So this is the first quality that we have to try to get rid of, envy. If we have envy in our heart, then there is no chance of us understanding Lord Krishna at all. It is said that it's envy that brought us to this material world, and it's only freedom from envy that we can go back to the spiritual world. Why? Because in the spiritual world, somehow or the other we became envious of Lord Krishna. So the only way to go back to the spiritual world is to get rid of this very bad quality, envy. So one may ask, how can we get rid of envy? So Srila Prabhupada said that try to find out some reasons, if you're envious towards somebody else, find out reasons why you should not be envious to that person. And to envy somebody means that you don't like them. So this not liking should be directed to the non-devotees and the demoniac people who are envious of the devotees. And envy should never be directed to the devotees. So another way we can get rid of envy is by carefully hearing the katha of Lord Ram in the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The Shruti fal of hearing the katha of Lord Ram is that we become free of envy. And that's really, really important, because if we want to understand Lord Krishna, who is described in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we can't even approach 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam if we have envy in our heart. Srila Prabhupada also explains in the purport that there are many people who are envious of Krishna, and they write so many nonsensical things in their commentaries in Bhagavad Gita. So we need to avoid such persons. Another way that we can overcome envy is by regular recitation of the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We've spoken about the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein we find the katha of Lord Ram. Also, this most confidential knowledge, chapter 9, if we regularly recite the verses from 9th chapter, we become free of envy. The Sanskrit word for envy used in this particular verse is ansuyave. Please say ansuyave. So ansuya means one who is not envious. So we have to try to develop that quality of ansuya, non-envy. Word for word translation for the first verse. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Idam, this, tu, but, te, unto you, Guyatamam, the most confidential, Pravakshami, I am speaking, Ansuyave, to the non-envious. Jnanam, knowledge, Vijnana, realized knowledge, Sahitam, with, Yat, which, Jnantva, knowing, Mokshase, you will be released, Ashubhat, from this miserable material existence. Starting off with text 1, Lord Krishna is describing this material world in this text as ashubhat, miserable material existence. And then throughout this chapter and throughout Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna makes it very, very clear that this world is a place of misery, even though it's temporary. Temporary and full of miseries. This theme we'll find again and again as we proceed to the different texts of chapter 9. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki. This is very important. As a devotee hears more and more about the Supreme Lord, he becomes enlightened. This hearing process is recommended in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srila Prabhupada refers to the Srimad Bhagavatam verses especially, which he has quoted in an earlier chapter, chapter 7, the purport to text 1. Let's have a look at that, please. Why is hearing so important? Why should we absorb ourselves in hearing? Canto 1, chapter 2. Shrinvatam swakataha Krishnaha punya shravana kirtanaha hridayantasto hiyabadrani vidurnoti suhritsatam nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya bhagavat uttam shloke bhaktir bhavati naistike tada rajastamo bhavaha kama lobhas tayaschaye chetereter anavidham sitam sattve prasidati evam prasana manaso bhagavad bhaktir yogataha bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate vidyate hirdaye grantish chidyante sarva sanshaya shiyante chasya karmani drishva evat manishvare. To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures or to hear from him directly through Bhagavad Gita is itself righteous activity. And for anyone who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best wishing friend and purifies the devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him. In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. By development of devotional service, one becomes freed from the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus material lust and avarice are diminished. We can also include envy in this category. So by hearing about Krishna constantly, we can overcome envy. When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness, becomes enlivened by devotional service, and understands the science of God perfectly. Thus, Bhakti Yoga severs the hard knot of material affection and enables one to come at once to the stage of asanshayam samagram, understanding of the supreme absolute truth, personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So here Srila Prabhupada is recommending that we always hear about Krishna. And I'm going to read a few important lines in the purport, although all the lines are important, but because we have limited time, we're going to describe some important verses. But before we do that, we're just going to talk about the summary of this 9th chapter. In this 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it is established by Krishna that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that he is the subject and he is the supreme object of worship. The soul is eternally related to Lord Krishna through transcendental devotional service bhakti. By reviving our pure devotion bhakti, one is able to return to Krishna in the spiritual realm and never take birth again in this miserable material world. Hare Krishna. So, Srila Prabhupada is writing, the matters which are described in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita deal with the unalloyed, pure devotion. Therefore, this is called the most confidential. Now in this 9th chapter, the glories of the Lord will be delineated. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Lord Krishna is going to be describing the ultimate knowledge, but we have to be free from envy. Lord Krishna continues regarding this knowledge. Raja Vidya Raja Guyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. This knowledge is called Raja Vidya, the king of education. It is the most secret of all secret. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting and joyfully performed. Hare Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, now the Lord says that this 9th chapter is the king of all such knowledge. Raja Vidya. Raj means king. The essence of all knowledge that can be derived from the study of the Vedas and different kinds of philosophy. Again, this 9th chapter is the king of all knowledge and the essence of all knowledge that can be derived from the study of the Vedas and different kinds of philosophy. So, in the glorification of Bhagavad Gita, there is a beautiful verse. This is quoted in the introduction, towards the end of the introduction of Bhagavad Gita. It is described about Bhagavad Gita. Sarvopanishado gavo dogda gopala nandana pato vatsaha sudhir bhokta dugdam gitamritam mahat. Sarvopanishado gavo, the essence of all the Vedas, of all the Upanishads, can be compared to a cow. Dogda Gopala Nandana. Lord Krishna, he is milking the cow. He is a milkman. And he is milking this cow, which is the essence of all the Vedas. And when Lord Krishna milks the cow, what do we get? We get Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of all the Vedas. And it is described that Partho Vatsaha Sudhir Bhoktaha. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun, he is the calf that is drinking the milk. So just picture this beautiful scene. The entire Upanishad, the Vedas, are in the body of the cow. Lord Krishna is milking the cow. And who's drinking the milk? The calf. And who is expected to relish the nectar of this Bhagavad Gita? Sudhir Bhoktaha. Dhir means one who's, who has good intelligence. Sudhir, one who has very fine intelligence. They are expected to relish the nectar of Gita. Sudhir Bhoktaha. Dugdam, the milk, Git Amritam Mahat. So the Sudhir Bhoktaha is devotees like yourselves. We are supposed to be relishing the milk of Bhagavad Gita. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining here that this 9th chapter is the essence of all knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. It is the most confidential because confidential or transcendental knowledge involves, this is very important, understanding the difference between the soul and the body. So if you want to give confidential knowledge to anyone, obviously, you'll never give it to one who is envious of you. So for that reason, we have to be free of envy. And the most confidential or transcendental knowledge involves understanding the difference between the soul and the difference. And the king of all confidential knowledge culminates in devotional service, bhakti yoga. So this is what Lord Krishna is explaining in this chapter, called Bhakti Yoga, devotional service. The relationship, the loving eternal relationship between the soul and Lord Krishna, and how we can reach Him through the execution of pure devotional service. This is what is the king of all knowledge. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we read that this is joyfully performed. There are many pages to this purport, probably about 6 pages, so we're just going to go over a few very important lines. Srila Prabhupada says that the execution of devotional service is so perfect that one can perceive the results directly. This direct result is actually perceived, and we have practical experience that any person who is chanting the holy names of Krishna, in the course of chanting, without offenses, feels some transcendental pleasure. This is actually seen. Furthermore, if one engaged not only in hearing, but in trying to broadcast the message of Bhagavad Gita, of devotional activities as well, or he engages himself in helping the missionary activities of Krishna consciousness, he gradually feels spiritual progress. So Srila Prabhupada is giving another pointer here, that yes, we will feel transcendental ecstasy if we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra very sincerely, with love and without offenses. And Srila Prabhupada is bringing the point here that if we try to broadcast the message of Bhagavad Gita, which essentially is devotional service, then we will feel even more spiritual progress. So therefore, during this month of book distribution, we're going to be requesting everyone to please purchase a Bhagavad Gita, sponsor Bhagavad Gitas as much as you can. Because the point is that if we somehow or the other help in the missionary activities of Krishna consciousness, then we will feel even more spiritual progress in our lives. So this can be easily done by contacting the Sri Sri Radharadhanath book table or any devotees that you may know, contacting temple via Facebook, email. We can request to purchase Bhagavad Gita, and if we're interested, we can use this opportunity to sponsor Bhagavad Gitas. Is that okay? Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, book marathon ki. Srila Prabhupada makes an important point here. Religious people generally do not know that the highest perfection of religion is the attainment of devotional service. And we can sometimes see this in regular temples. One may sing so many different bhajans, but the knowledge that the perfection of religion is the attainment of devotional service to the Lord doesn't occur so easily. The emphasis that this human life must be used to achieve pure devotional service to the Lord doesn't come out strongly in, we can say, regular satsangs. But this point is stressed in Bhagavad Gita. In Srimad Bhagavatam, we read the story of Maharaj Rishabdev and Maharaj Bharat. Maharaj Bharat, Rishabdev is explaining to his sons, of which Bharat Maharaj is in the audience, that for one who is being awarded the human form of life, that form is very, very rare and should be used totally to achieve that state of devotional service by all means. Make whatever sacrifice you can to achieve that state of devotional service. So that comes out very, very clearly in Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By hearing Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita from realized souls, then he can understand the science of Krishna or the science of Godhead. Hare Krishna. Ashradha danaha purusha dharmasyasya parantapa apraptya mam nivartante mrityu sansara vartmani. Text 3. Here again, Lord Krishna is talking about Mrityu Sansar. Previously we heard of Ashubhat in text 1. This place is not an auspicious place, it's a miserable place. Here in text 3, Krishna is giving us the same idea. Mrityu Sansar Vartmani. We have to come back to this miserable world full of death. And a very, very important point comes up here. We spoke about envy. Now we're going to speak about those who don't have Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. This knowledge of the Supreme Lord and the soul's relationship with Him is only for those who have strong faith in the Lord. Those who don't have faith in the Lord cannot achieve this state. Srila Prabhupada translates, those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me. O conqueror of enemies, therefore they return to this path of birth and death in this material world. The question may be asked, how can we achieve faith in Krishna? So, long ago I asked this question to my spiritual master, His Holiness Srila Krishnadas Swami. Srila Guru Maharaj, you spoke about us having strong faith in Krishna. How do we achieve faith in Krishna? And at that point, Guru Maharaj told me that you must associate with those who have faith in Krishna. Associate with self-realized souls and great souls, but in their association, your faith in Krishna will increase more and more. Of course, you can associate with the devotees of the Lord, and you can also associate with sadhu and shastra. By always reading Prabhupada's books, you'll be associating with Srila Prabhupada. That faith is important. And then I was very surprised when one day, when I read Bhagavad Gita, I read that faith is created by association with devotees. This is what Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport. So this struck me that if we want faith to be created in our heart, that faith is created by association with devotees. And Srila Prabhupada, thus faith is the most important factor for progress in Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada speaks about faith. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that faith is a complete conviction that simply by serving the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, one can achieve all perfection. This is a very interesting take on faith. Explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that faith means that simply by serving the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, one can achieve all perfection. And Srila Prabhupada explains that if we have faith just in serving Krishna, everything is going to take place beautifully in our lives. We don't have to have faith in anything else, in any other kind of religious, a quasi-type of religious belief. Have full faith in Krishna, because when we water the root of the tree, then automatically the trunk, the branches, the leaves, the twigs, and the flowers are all nourished. And by serving Lord Krishna with faith, every other activity becomes successful. So this is faith. Initially, faith is important to come to the temple. I explained in Nectar of Devotion, Adosh Shraddha. With some type of faith we come to the temple, then we take the association of the devotees, sadhu sangha. And then by the association of the devotees, we engage in bhajana kriya, devotional service to the Lord, and then we may take initiation, etc. So that's initial faith. But then as we progress in our spiritual life, bhajana kriya, then what has to happen is that in our heart, all anarthas have to be destroyed. Anartha nivritti has to take place. Our heart has to become cleansed. Then what we need is nishta, firm faith in the Lord. Only we have firm faith in the Lord, then we can progress further to determination and love of God, Krishna Prem. It's the essential step for us to even get what is known as ruchi or taste of the Lord. So firm faith is important, and we've just read please chant Hare Krishna. Please continue. So yes, this faith is very, very important. In Krishna consciousness, we can't progress without having strong faith. Srila Prabhupada further explains in the purport that there are three types of people who have faith. Some people may not have strong faith, they are third-class individuals. We may perform so many devotional activities, but because we don't have strong faith in the Lord, we can fall down. But when one is in the second class, he does not fall down. And the first class person in Krishna consciousness, there is no chance of falling down. So this is so important. So if we have strong faith in Krishna, then there is no chance of us ever leaving Krishna consciousness. Please chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So that was text 3. Then in text 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, Lord Krishna describes his mystic opulence, how he pervades the entire universe, how he maintains all living entities, and how he is the source of creation, maintenance, and dissolution, and yet he is detached from everything. And I just want to select one verse in this. And here Krishna is showing us how he is, how the material nature is just simply one of his energies. Often we find people worshipping the material nature of Krishna. But this material nature is simply an energy of Krishna. Krishna says, Maya dyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kaunteya jagadvi parivartate. This material energy, which is one of my energies, is simply working under my direction, O son of Kunti. So this material nature that we're seeing that's controlling this material universe, this material creation, is simply an energy of Krishna. Krishna possesses that energy. Therefore, he is supreme and all-powerful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thereafter, in text 11 and 12, Krishna speaks about those who don't have faith and who deride him. So we're not too worried about that. But we want to go on to the next beautiful verse, and that's text 13. And now Krishna speaks about that person who has strong faith in the Lord. How is he to be recognized? That person who's having strong faith in the Lord is called a Mahatma. Mahatma means great soul. Mahatmanastu mam partha devim prakritim ashritaha pajantya nanya manaso gyandva bhutadim avyayam. O Parth, those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. So the Mahatma is the one who is fully engaged in devotional service to the Lord. And he knows Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is original and inexhaustible. So if we do not know, and this theme is there throughout this chapter, that if we don't recognize Krishna as the Supreme Absolute Truth, and we're not knowledgeable about his energy and his opulence, then we may not have strong faith in him. But for us to have strong faith in him, we've got to always hear about him and worship him. And how do they do that? Please repeat. This is text 14. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatancha dridhavrataha namasyantas chamam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. Please memorize this verse. It describes the devotees. If we want to know what devotee means, then we at least have to memorize this verse. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Satatam, always. Kirtayanto, he performs kirtan. Onto who? Mam, Lord Krishna. Yatantascha dridhavrataha. He endeavors with great determination. He becomes a dridha vrataha. Vrat means you take a vow. Dridha means you're fixed in your vow. So those who are fixed in their vows of devotion to Krishna, they only have one activity. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Always remember Krishna, never forget him. So, and what do they do? Namasyantascha mam bhaktya. They always offer their obeisances to the Lord. They try to come to the mandir as often as they can, simply to pay their obeisances to the Lord. And throughout Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is always speaking about his devotees offering obeisances to him. Again, namasyantas cha mam bhaktya. Nitya yukta upasate. Nitya yukta. They are perpetually engaged in upasate. Upasate is a common word in Bhagavad Gita for worship. So they're always worshipping the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Text 16, text 17, text 18. Please read the purports and the translation. I'm going to chant the verses, okay? Aham kraturaham yagyaha swadaham aham oshadam mantroham aham evajyam aham agniraham hutam pitaham asya jagato mata data pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkara yiksam yajureva evacha. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier and the syllable Om. I am also the Rig and the Sama and the Yajur Vedas. And finally, chapter 8, text 18. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Shakshi Nivasaha Sharanam Suhirit Prabhavaha Pralaya Stanam Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam. Lord Krishna says, please repeat, I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place, and the eternal seed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now Krishna further explains that the punya that we perform in this world may take us to heaven. There, once that fruit of the punya is exhausted, we have to come back to this material world again. And Lord Krishna explains this in chapter 8 of Bhagavad Gita also. Finally, Krishna says, but those who worship him with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Please repeat. Ananyash chintayanto mam ye janaha paryupasate tesham nitya piyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Lord Krishna, he makes it clear that he wants our exclusive devotion, and we should meditate on his transcendental form, which is his beautiful two-armed form. And what Lord Krishna says, he assures us, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Whatever you require, I will give to you, and I will give you protection. To them I carry what they lack, and I preserve what they have. I just want to mention that the Life Insurance Corporation, LIC of Bharat, India, their slogan has been taken from Bhagavad Gita, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Life Insurance Corporation is something that we may have like Sanlam or Momentum Life. I'll preserve what you have and I'll give to you what you lack. So this is their slogan. Interesting, isn't it? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, flower, fruit or water, I will accept it. So here again, no one is barred from worshipping Krishna. You don't have to be rich. You can be the poorest person, yet you can offer Krishna anything. Just a flower, a leaf, a fruit. Easy. Finally, yat karoshi, yat ashnasi, yat juhosi dadasi, yat tapasyasi konteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. Please repeat. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In text 32, Krishna says that it doesn't matter whether you're a professor or you just an illiterate person. It doesn't matter whether you're a woman or whether you are an ordinary worker or a professor. If you take to the path of Krishna consciousness, you can achieve all success. So there is no restriction at all. Hare Krishna. So chapter 10, chapter 10, what we're going to do is we're going to read a few verses. It's called the Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita because we're completely out of time. So the four most important verses in Bhagavad Gita is from chapter 10, text 8. Devotees, I know we don't have much time, but are you all in a hurry to go home? Please repeat. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mataha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajanti mam Buddha bhava samanvitaha. Knowledge of Krishna is important if you want to surrender to him. Krishna makes it clear, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. We have to know Krishna as the source of all material and spiritual world, as the source of everything. Everything emanates from him. If we know this, and only if we know this, can we engage, as we said previously, with determination in his worship. Text 9. Please repeat. Machita, madgata, prana, bodhayantaraha, parasparam, katayantas, chamam nityam, tushyanti cha, ramanti cha. Again, how to identify their devotees of the Lord. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. So this is what the devotee is all about. Machita margata prana bodhayantaha parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Text 10 of chapter 10. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayantite. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam radami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayantite. And Krishna is going to be giving us special mercy here in text 11. And if we engage in His devotional service constantly, it gives us an understanding and what He will remove from our heart, the ignorance. Tesham eva nukampatam aham agyana jam tamaha nashyam yatma bhavasto gyandipena bhasvata. Repeat, to show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with a shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. What's the time? 8:28. So we still got 2 minutes more. Please repeat. Arjunu vacha param brahma param dhamma pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum ahustvam rishaya sarve devashi naradastadha asito devalo vyasaha swayam cheva bravishime. Arjun said, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages, such as Narad, Asita, Devala, and Vyas, confirm this truth about you. And now, you yourself are declaring it to me. So this verse should be memorized by all devotees. It describes the beautiful qualities of the Lord. I want to listen to it one more time. Param Brahma Param Dhamma Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhutasya Stitaha Aham Adishcha Madhyam Cha Bhutanamanta Eva Cha. I am the super soul, O Arjun, seated in the heart of all living beings. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm going to ask you a question now. Maharishinam Briguaham, Giram Asmi Ekam Aksharam, Yagyanam Jap Yagyu Asmi, Stavaranam Himalayaha. Yagyanam Jap Yagyu Asmi. What does this mean? What is Yagya? Yagyanam. When you put nam in as a suffix, what does it mean? Of all types of yagya, yagyanam. Of all types of yagyas, what does Krishna say? Jap yagyo asmin. I am the... And what's the holy name? Louder, please. So in this chapter 10, which is entitled The Opulence of the Absolute, Lord Krishna gives a little detailed information about his opulences to Arjuna. And then finally conclude, "Hey Arjun, what is the need for this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe." This Hare Krishna. So this pervading and supporting this entire universe is just nothing for Krishna. Say Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki. So tomorrow we're going to be hearing about chapter 11 and chapter 12 from the youth. So please be here and support them. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki.